So my first ultra run is like just around in the corner, and less than a week I will be traveling to Poland just for a quick preparation. I want to do there like a couple of short runs to get used to for the terrain. So in this video I want to show you what actually I'm bringing with me, which is mandatory from the organizer, but it's also like my essential kit for that type of races. But first let's get all the stuff from the closet, because I have to still find some things that I'm bringing with me, because some of them I didn't use to for a while, so I just have to look in the closet and check what is there. So all the gear that I'm bringing with me have to be waterproof and windproof, because definitely it will be like the strong wind on the peaks of the mountains, but also the temperature can be between like 0 to even minus 20 degrees. So the good gear is the key to finish this race. But before I pack everything to my backpack and like travel cubes, I just want to go piece by piece and explain you why this stuff is really important on the trail and why it's like mandatory. Let's start the gear check with the most important thing, which is the shoe choice. And this year I'm going with the Nike Zegama Zoom X1. For me, it's the most comfortable shoe. I did with this pair one big race and I didn't have any issues. I really love that they're like really high here, because also I will have a cover for my socks and trousers, so the snow it won't get like inside. And also here on this part, shoe is really wide. It's for the comfort of my feet and also for like the comfort of the run. So that's my choice. That's my favorite shoe. And like also the grip, it's really great. Of course I will have like extra protection here. I don't know how you call this, but I will also have this kind of like thing that I can easily run on the ice. So yeah, this shoe. The next thing, it's my windproof and rain jacket. It's also from Nike Trail. As you can see, it will be really visible on the trail, but it's my favorite jacket. I'm using it for like at least 3 years and I never had like any issue. It's really comfy, really easy packable, because you can squeeze this thing, and I did a lot of races with this jacket. So yeah, but also on the market you have different brands. You can find other jackets with the Gore-Tex, because this one is with the Gore-Tex. So yeah, this is my mandatory thing on trail. Under the jacket I will have another base layer from Nike Trail, and I really like this one because it's really breathable, really lightweight, and depends on the weather conditions. Probably on the lower parts it will be still warm, but when I will be on the peaks of the mountains it will be really cold there, so this is like the good isolation. And also it's really easy to like pack this thing to your like vest or like running backpack. This is like the must-have also, which is mandatory from the organizer of the race. And under that I will also have my cycling base merino layer to just like keep my body warm, but I don't want to also like overheat my body. But I'm using like the merino stuff also for many years, and I think this long sleeve for at least like 4 years. So as you can see, having like stuff, good quality stuff that you can use for like years, it's really good investment. So yeah, that's everything about like what I will be wearing on my chest. I'm not the big fan of the running leggings, so I'm using this lightweight Nike Trail like long shorts. I really love them because they're also like windproof, and there is a kind of like material here that insulate your legs. So actually during the run in the high mountains I'm not like feeling really cold, and they're really like comfortable for me. And even sometimes when I have to like run with the extra shorts, I can easily also squeeze this thing to my running vest. And yeah, I'm also like a fan of like keeping things for years, so I have this like running shorts I think for like 4 years right now, and still you can see that the quality of this thing, it's really good. So yeah, another good investment. Depends on the weather conditions, I will be wearing my cap, and also I will use my buff around my neck, because for me it's a really good way to just like not be overheated, especially like with like this type of weather that we have right now all around the world, it's better to have like this choice that on the lower parts of the trail probably it will be warm, so I can easily wear this cap, and if I have to like just cover my face and my head, I would just use the buff on my entire head, and actually this cap will be like covering me from the sun, but also maybe there will be like snow. In the past I had the snow thunder on the trail and I didn't have like the cap, so everything, even when I was using really good goggles, I still have like a lot of snow on them, so this will be like my protection on my head. I really love this cap, and I also use it like for a lot of like races from Chile Athletics. Yeah, really good thing. For that race I was looking for the gloves that they're like not big on your hands, so I can still like check my watch or check my phone. So I found like this from Essex, that they are like really warm, and I was like running with them in last time when I was in mountains, like minus I think 5, and still my like hands were like really warm. So in the past I was using like the snowboarding gloves. They were also like okay, but sometimes when you don't have like them with the Gore-Tex, the water is going like inside and they're like a little bit heavier, and then your like hands becoming like more cold. So having that type of gloves on the trail, I think it's the best choice. It depends also on the weather. I have another pair with the Gore-Tex. I think they're like from North Face. So I would check the weather before, and if it will be snowy or like hard condition, I would just go with the one with the Gore-Tex. But this thing, it's perfect. A lot of friends from the running community, they ask me this question, how I will protect my eyes, and I have like 2 ways of doing that. So snowboarding goggles or regular cycling sunglasses. And it depends also on the weather and what will be happening on the trail, because last time when I was like running there, I had the regular cycling sunglasses and they were like okay, but I didn't have them like with the Prims lens that depends on the weather conditions and sun, they like changing the cover. So there are like this photochromatic lenses that if it will be sunny, they will be like darker, or if it will be like foggy, they will have like this kind of like glass. They're like from Alba Optics, really cool. I'm using them for like 2 years. And from the forecast, if I discovered that there is like a lot of snow on the way, definitely I will go with the snowboarding goggles, because this is like also the safe option, cover your face. And a lot of people on this race, they're like doing running with this thing to just like protect face and feel a lot of safer, especially like you don't want to have this feeling that the snow is going like under your sunglasses, which sometimes is happening with the cycling sunglasses. So it depends which choice I will take with me. I don't know, I will have to check the weather. Even if the race is during the daily hours, the mandatory things from the organizer is to have like 2 types of lights. First one, it's the main light that you have to have with you to, if you just like scratch from the race and you stay on the guest house somewhere on the way, you can easily come back and you are safe with the light, so you can just check the trail. Because even on that part of the year, after I think 6 or 7 p.m. in the mountains can be like really dark. So this is like a must-have. And the second thing, it's like the red light that I will attach to my running vest, so I will be still visible even during the snowstorm or like on a really foggy conditions, so people can see that I'm on the trail, I'm running, and yeah, somebody is like coming ahead. So yeah, just for the safety reason. I thought that in the past that I don't need the red light, but when I did this race 2 years ago, actually I can easily like spot different runners on the trail, and it was really foggy. So that thing like really helps you during the navigation on the race. How I'll be carrying the water with me or any electrolytes. So I'm taking with me like these 2 big flags, it's like 700 milliliters each, and also the small cap, because with this type of like winter mountain races, it's really tricky when you have like your big CamelBak on your vest, because this goes on the chest definitely it will be frozen. It happened to me one time when I was like running different ultra marathon during the winter, and I don't want to carry extra water on my bag because I'm not feeling really comfortable with this like short distance to have that much water with me. So these two flasks, I would just put them like a little bit of like hot water. I know that they also will be frozen in some point, but it's really to just like detach this cap and drink straight away. I did it in the past, so they're working really well. And with the cap, also on some pit stops, you can have like hot tea, coffee, or like even hot water. So it's also a must, and I think it's also mandatory from the organizer, so we're not using plastic caps, and it's good for the environment. And the last thing from my list, it's my running vest from Decathlon. It's a 5 liter, but with a lot of like pockets where I can hide like some snacks, gels, even the NRC foil inside, or even a puff jacket, because I also like squeeze puff jacket to this thing when I was like running TDS during the night. So yeah, I try to like go with this like small backpack, because from the past I was using like this big vests, like 17 liters, and all the time I packed like so many stuff with me that in the end I didn't need that, but it's also like the process. When you're like running for many years, you just like try to cut the things to make it like lighter and don't mess up with the stuff on your backpack. So that's why I'm having only 5 liters, and I will pack smart, because from my experience I know what exactly I need on the trail. So this is like the really good choice, and I'm definitely know that I will be safe with this thing on the trail. So yeah, only 5 liters this time. So this is my entire like setup for this ultra marathon, and I skipped like a couple of things like socks or like underwear, because I think it's not that important in this case. But I think with all that stuff and with my experience, I should be fine for that race, and I'm really excited to actually do this like again. But as I mentioned before in the previous video, I just want to finish this thing, have a lot of fun. I hope I will finally see the view of the mountains with the sun, because in the previous editions it was really cloudy all the time. So yeah, that's everything on this video. And if you like this type of videos that I'm making here, please leave the comment, subscribe the channel, and like this video, and see you on the next adventure.